Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Psi Divine. Alright. So I'm waiting to check my sound. Please excuse the sound of the air conditioner. It is loud, I'm sure. So I'm waiting to check my sound. Please excuse the sound of the air. Okay. Now the sound should be even better. Alright. So this is a practically personal reading for whoever needs it. So I'm just listening and commenting for, well, whoever needs it. Hint, hint, hint. All right. So we're going to go over this. I'm reading your topic. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I keep putting that away from me. Okay. So we're talking about progress. All right. So do me a favor. I want you to pick the first three numbers that pop out to you. No specific birthdays or address, just random. Get off the ego stuff. Okay, so I want you to give me the first three numbers, any three that catch your attention. Okay. If any of my data is going left or right, or if it feels predictive, leave it. Maybes and possibilities will come out of this, but if I say something like you have a dog and you don't have a dog, say something. Okay. I tend to pick up weird energies at times, but so from your 1, 5, and 9, there is I see hiccups with diversions, divert, plans and paths, but simple redirections that cause delay, right? I don't know what chicken scratch, literally the word, has to do with it. Like maybe planning for things that plans, ideas. You might be a doodler type. There is something that you do intentionally, though. Something involving the others. I get something about others around you. I also get the words "don't leave." Then I get something regarding love letters. So let's... In your 1, 5, and 9, you get choice, chance, opportunities. It's male energy, though, but the male has to choose to change. So the first step must be yours. Freedom is a thing. But you deny logic here, or you accept someone else's logic. Overall thing. Alternative timelines. Well, okay, it's timelines first before alternatives. Fixed focus. There are cards. I think it's supposed to be in there. Okay. Next, gain of function. So the question that comes to me is, who drives your car? I don't know why it comes out like that, but who drives the car? Who drives your car? Start and stop. But in reverse, so something stops you before you get started. It's to speak of delay and an emotional delay. I don't want to say it's a user energy, but the word that came is vampiric. Vampiric. Hello, residential. The word that comes is vampiric. So whatever it is, whoever it is, affects the all. And there does need to be some protection of your environment, ideas, desires. Vampiric. That was the word. I don't know. Listen, sometimes words come and I don't even know what they mean. So vampire. What does a vampire do? Sucks the blood out of you. Doesn't mean that it is a vampire. Whatever, whoever. Since people need some change, some healing. Healing space is the word that was coming. Okay, I never liked that card. Clarify. Okay. So there's something going on around you that you need to see. So we get your angelic endurance, hello angel guide, and your divine vision. And you'll need both. So what's going on with the others? So this will be defining, who's this? Can be you, so can also be someone around you. I'm trying to get to the others, or what energies are around you that are driving the car. The word I got of words, the great finish and the great finisher. So you have someone who has masked someone around you, or could be you. I don't like to point fingers or anything like that if I don't have to. So I just keep it loose. Oops, sorry, bear. Well, move your butt. Okay. Sorry, talking to my dog. So you have someone around you who's mastered or is mastering the art of, the word that came to me is seduction. Getting what they want doesn't necessarily have to mean in a sensual manner, just can be persuasive. We have secretive. In nature, that's also your vision. Okay. But then we have problems to solve in relations that are upside down. The word I get is perilous. In peril. Is that the way it is? Yeah, here's a female card. So things are sliding, slipping and sliding. The card was sliding out even. Can be creations, can be you also experiencing your feminine side too. Whatever it is, you have a driver in your zone. The finisher comes back. Something that you or someone else is holding on to. Ultimately, whatever it is holds on to you. You make decisions around it or them. Hate to say it like that, but you know, people want to be called they these days, so I suppose it does apply. It keeps coming out. I don't know. Whatever it's going on, it's about old feelings. And that becomes the karma. Keep hearing Mariah Carey. Even though I try, I can't let go. Something in your eyes captures my soul. You're all I know. I can't let go. Take the words as for whatever they mean. 6 keeps trying to return. So you do have some problems to solve here. Rewards on the other side, but perhaps ones that you don't see. The word consultant comes out here. I don't know if there's things you need to discuss with someone. Official. Nonetheless, freedom seems to be what it's a it. Okay. It's a it. Okay. Freedom seems to be the thing. Now I hear George Michael, freedom. I won't let you down. I will not give you up. Gotta have some faith. The song is in the sound, but I think it's have faith in yourself. It's the one good thing that you've got. Something about I would really love to stick around. What do you want? So you've got some holdups here. I don't want to say the holdup. Now the holdup is looking lazy. Sorry. Trying to move past it. But I get this sense of the energy I think anyone would have watching others move beyond or excel or move on with their lives in some way. And overthinking that for yourself can make you stuck. Death. I don't know why that's... So I don't know if there was an old exploring. There was an old explorer in you, perhaps, that got left behind or lost in feelings and situations. Do you feel you'll be rejected for moving forward? You feel like afraid to take a step forward? Feel controlled? It's like a hesitancy to move to the new timeline or to a different one. So the challenge, everybody's challenge, life difficulties, fearing new starts, and all based around not seeing yourself differently. So this can be, I don't know why PTSD came to me, but can be emotional stuff, unresolved, not speaking up on it, where necessary and with whom ever it's necessary. Do you have someone in your environment who is callous, bitter? It can be also chemical on your part. If not, it's a group connection or a work connection, or it's people. Can be people, can be fear of financial hardships. This is just a lot. Overthinking. Just now the word comes through, oversaturated. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I get seeds, 30 deeds, gratitude. This isn't so bad though. Listen, gratitude. Gratitude can heal a lot of things. So you're looking around at what you do have. And then, no matter how bad things are, like look at what you do have. And start there and build up on the gratitude. So there's something that grows inside your mind, right? Or has over time. Perhaps connected to things you've done, conflict, things you've experienced. Sometimes having the wrong people in your environment is enough to fuck it all up. But it does affect the way you see self. It's a part of your angelic endurance, though. You came here to be of assistance to others. It's part of your work. In the absence of that, and when I say the absence, I mean like your assistance, you are of assistance or you give your focus or devotions to one or two, right? Things can go haywire emotionally. Things stay out of balance because maybe your energy is better when distributed differently. I sense battle. Like battle, mayhem. Now I hear comfort zones. So is it possible you put yourself or you allow yourself to get into a comfort zone? But something about prepare for battle. What are these? Well, there's a duality, though, that you've experienced in this lifetime, right? Hmm. Well, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. Creation is here, and creation gets you to a finish. What I don't like seeing here is addiction. What I don't like seeing is there's elements of self that have to be released. And you have to free yourself of certain elements, patterns. And there's some elements of self you must be honest about. What you truly want. What are you doing to manifest that daily? Because there's a lot more in the mind than movement on the feet. So what are you doing to manifest what you desire? That may come in your alternative timelines. And there's some behavior that you have to stop. You have to get control over. Where's your focus? If you don't make the moves, competition will be an issue for you. You'll have trouble moving through challenges, right? But a part of what you're learning to work through, or through the lifetime that you've learned to work through, is chaos. So maybe you find yourself in a comfort zone and you're just comfortable, which can bring about a little bit of laziness. You have some desires and things you want to get done, but not afraid to give up and thus block yourself. So what has to be altered is how you see yourself. There's something you need to do to bring about sudden awareness that can be your comedy, going up on stage, sudden awareness that you're able to do what you do. Maybe you need to be doing it off stage too. I don't know. There's something else though. But what are you doing to move yourself towards what it is you want? Do you really want that, or are you just bored? Do you really want that? This can be just also divine boredom. Nonetheless, you do need to have something creative. Sometimes you need to have 3 or 4 creative things that allow you to pour 100% of your energy into it. That can bring about your healing time, right? Nonetheless, though, life does come with its tests. It's all about how you see yourself. So what's driving the self, the seeds, perhaps things that are planted by yourself or others? And you can learn that stuff from having parents or parental units who did not realize their dreams and therefore have trouble helping you manifest yours. That is how it works. You could have also done some things, gone through some things in life that make you afraid of the conflict you may face in going forward with your dreams. And that's ego. Ego of the false self. Only way to find out is to explore. But you think yourself into a lot of traps. So the driver of your car, is Captain Emotion. And I hate to say it this way, but there is a codependent nature about you that you are supposed to flip on its head at this time because it's a part of your gasoline. It's a part of your fuel. So the worst element of yourself, that one creepy, gooey, sticky, unusually fucked up and annoying thought, the time waster, the revenge thought, the one that causes you to work against yourself. Is this love? Is this family? Is this life? Is this relations with others? Is it the world? Whatever it is that thought you deal with every day, that is the fuel you're supposed to flip. So if that's a part of your creativity, if that's a part of your comedy skit, joke, I don't know. Whatever the pulsating thought, if it's insecurity, something about short winds, whatever it is, that is one of your key points. The black thoughts have to do with the flip. Storyboard. Storyboard. You need steady reminders of what you're supposed to be doing daily. Storyboard for your life, storyboard for your work, storyboard of your predictive desires, storyboard for the star, strength. Finish to the finish line. Now I hear Wu-Tang, cashews, everything around me, cream, get the money, dollar bill, y'all. So, the difficulty lies within, which is great. Because, yeah, you can fix that. That's done. So what is the diversion that you put on your path at this time that stops you from writing jokes or, I don't know, taking classes for whatever comedians are supposed to do? I don't know. What steers you to the left and eats your time? And yeah, the vision. Ew, I get it. Bitter bitch brew. Hey, that'll be you doing revenge against yourself for wasted time. So you're being pushed towards choice, being pushed down, pressured to write lines with your gift or manifest it, shape it. Gratitude appears when you realize that you have time to do these things. Something needs to be started and stopped. I hear R. Kelly. It's the remix to Ignition. Okay, Ignition. Okay. So the drive is up to you, I guess. But there's a transformation. Healing is here again. Battling against yourself has to stop. Right. Something about being at odds with yourself. Maybe it makes for good jokes or something. I don't know. So, choices have to be made. The past and the hidden futures. Elements of self unshared, unchecked. Hiding yourself. This is my card of the talkative masculine. But yet a loner. Gotta fix that. And then working with logic. Getting rid of things that are erroneous. What blocks you? Oh my goodness. Uno, R. Kelly. Oh, I'm sorry to throw that card at us. I didn't know. I'm only kind of psychic. Anyways. Okay. So, there's your false person. Your false person who gives you reasons to do what you're doing. Oh. I don't want to share what I just heard, but I have to. I don't know why, but you had to be used and abused. You had to know this energy to make the changes and break certain cycles. I don't ever like saying that energy. Instead of repeating whatever you grew up with, you get the opportunity to decode the data, as I like to call it. So, there's emotional issues you are more aware of than the others. Oh, blocking. Sacred wisdom. Sacred wisdom can be choices of the others, you having to deal with the karma that the others endured, the karma they impress upon probably everybody in their environment. So you dealt with those who were broken in the giving department. You may have had parental units who weren't together or were together. Maybe there was some cheating or something. Stuff that's good and goes bad. Good for one, maybe. And so there's a forced fit is what I'm hearing. But out of that, we get sacred wisdom. Out of the group think, out of the way the others think, you get sacred wisdom, higher learning. So that's higher, even though it hurts because you're more aware. It hurts because you're more connected to your source data than the others. Awareness. You may have already moved into the silent place where you don't communicate with the others anymore, or you don't communicate openly with others. You kind of like observe, keep your energy reserved, but you go through your stresses, right? Like everybody else. But your situation specifically, because you dealt with the false ones, because you dealt with the ones who lacked control of themselves, the ones who were really like programs. They were just programs, already edited, already decided what the outcome would be. There's no growth, right? It is what it is. Because you experience that and you get the higher data, makes you emotional, yes, but according to your creative choices or creative desires, it can add to your brilliance. So the emotional crash test dummy is what I heard. I'm so sorry if it was all that. The crash test dummy shit, it's like it's like training. It's horrible. And trust me, you know who I am. I didn't have great parenting either. Okay? I didn't have great guides. I had disruption, distortion, all that jazz. And when you can step back and see the bigger picture, like a lot of people cannot, when you can really step back and look at the big picture, you go, okay, that was fucked up. That was some fucked up shit. I don't even understand why I had to go through all that to learn this. That don't even make sense, okay? But you went through it, you look around. The older you get, the more you look around, you go, wait a minute. Y'all all went through some of the same stuff I went through. Y'all are fucked up. Let me move my stuff over here. I see things they don't see. That is your divine vision. So it's a part of your creativity, and it is a must that you have your creativity in your space as often as possible, if not daily. It's your medicine. Okay. So you do have to push back on some people in your environment. If you are here to be of assistance and share your energy with others, you really got to be careful who's in your space. Like super, like delicate. Because you are who you are and your energy works the way it does, it is very easy to have the wrong people in your space and they it's a gain. What the cards say. Once they have function, they plant seeds. And then you get fucked up on the fixed focus shit, right? Things that you were starting get stopped. You move back to old timelines as time keeps floating on by because it ain't stopping for you. But know that the hardships is a part of your angelic endurance. You're going to need it, right? One of the elements that you need apparently involves rejection. And, oh, I almost got stopped from talking. So there's the learning the science, is what I heard, of rejection and protection. I hear the word also projection. The art of influence. Maybe your comedy has to do with, don't be talking about bitter bitches in your jokes. That's not nice. But the card of smiling is here, and that's interesting, right? So it's your work to plant the seeds now, right? Take what was given and flip it for better. That is higher learning. And sometimes we gotta go through some fucked up shit. Sometimes you gotta do some fucked up shit. Sometimes you gotta go through some fucked up shit to get where you're trying to get to. And so when you go through your art, part of the work with the others involved, look at that. Tables and chairs. Yeah. So it's using the damage for ha 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 jokes. That don't even sound healthy, but that is kind of what it is. That don't even sound like a thing you should say to anybody. Like, use all the horrible stuff you've gone through and get other people to laugh about. That don't sound right. So I'm not saying that, but you know what I just said. Lord, all right, well, okay. Don't know what love letters still has to do with this, but it can be the words of love, using them, words of experience, life. What do we do with love letters? We talk to someone, we inspire, motivate, we Share energy. Chicken scratch. Are you supposed to be writing things? Chicken scratch on purpose. So maybe it's the spreading confusion on purpose. Are you writing things? Maybe you're supposed to be writing. The others getting to the point where they're asking you to not leave. You are a part of the diversion for others. So the end involves pleasure, generosity. By expressing the other side of self, the character self. Acceptance is up to you. And all you got to do is be yourself. Choose the self. I don't know why this song is in my head. I hear Lenny Kravitz. The difference is why. Wow, my card of the imagination is here. So you have enough fuel to do the work. I see that, but there's obsessing over whether you'll be supported or alone. But you need intelligent solitude to do what you do or what you want to do. So it's working that space into your world. Time. Time. You must grow. Time is the challenge. But it's not like the Great Wall of China's in your way or anything like that. It's about laziness, feeling stuck, allowing time to move slowly around you, as if you control it and you do not. So the heart needs the push, right? So, yeah, you need to figure out how to be manifesting, working on your art all day. Hello, everybody. Excuse me. So as you write it, self-esteem comes out. All right, so there has to be some roots that have to be let go of. You have to choose that. You have to choose that. This is your wood, the roots, all that. It doesn't mean go kill anybody. I didn't say that. But some old comfort zones have to be moved out of. The uproot. Chaos gets you towards peace. In the middle, you see the O, it's got black in it. It's like a speaker. Hint, hint. Hint, hintily, hint, hint. Oh. You're absent of your art. And do you really love what you say? Come on, what are you doing here? And you're being forgetful. This old lesson. Somebody already taught you how to stall out. So it's just seeing the self differently, moving to do it. Do you need a comedy schedule? So you need a comedy schedule. Blank is for you to write anything you want there. Choice is up to you. So you need a schedule. You need to schedule it in the same way you schedule in the other thing that you do every day, whatever that is, besides breathing. But it should be up there, in the top 10 with breathing. So there is no stuck. There is only decision. There is only diversion. And there's only excuses. Can't go any further than that, Data. But, right, yeah, okay, so that's a thing that you have to break that. That's data you have to break. So maybe today go get a calendar. Or maybe on your phone. Everybody's got a new phone except me. But most modern phones have like a calendar on it, right? And an alarm. So every day, maybe you set it to go off daily with an alarm. This next 15 minutes, I'm dedicating to jokes. Keep a pen and pad in your pocket. Well, not a pen. Don't put the pen in your pocket. But maybe some kind of way, or through your phone. You open up the notepad and you write jokes for 15 minutes. Just promise yourself the 15 minutes, it will grow on its own. If this is where you're supposed to be, start with just 15 minutes. If that's too much, go 5 and go sit on the toilet and take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Make that when you write the jokes. Make it happen. So you have written material, keep going. And now what else can you do outside of the home? That has to be added to the calendar. Do it once a month if you feel like you can't go further, where you actually have to leave. Is there open mic nights you go to? Is there classes that you can go to? Force yourself to do it by dumping money into it. Force yourself to do it. Like, I have to do it. And do it alone. Do as much as you can by yourself. Don't wait for anybody else to cuddle, cradle, hold, support your baby. Do it yourself. That way there's no nervousness. You can just do what you got to do. But there definitely has to be a break in pattern. The alternative timeline must be chosen. And the delay is on you. You've been looking at some places. Okay. So you need to update your calendar and your timer on your phone. Just do it. Even if you write jokes on a regular, I don't care. You still just one schedule. One schedule every day. Every day, 15 minutes. This is when I do it. You do it at the table, you do it in the bathroom. I don't know. Just do it. If you can't write them, your phone records your voice. Do 15 minutes of stand-up by yourself. But make something mechanical in your day that this is what I do. So you're a loner already. Okay. So you're good with that part. You'll be good on the road and all that stuff, right? So start yourself a little skit. Do yourself a little comedy skit. Maybe you get yourself an editing program or something, and you just do the audio, and you put it in. I'm an iPhone user, so iPhone has iMovie. Most phones have a little movie editor. You do some audio, put a funny picture up there, and make yourself a YouTube channel, and do your 15-minute skits there. Who cares who sees it? Build it. Show the universe you're serious about it. Show yourself you're serious about it. Invest into yourself. So you're okay. So you're already familiar with the road. All the tools have been being given to you along the way, sounds like. So you got your tools, you got your road experience. You got your dysfunctional upbringing, whatever you went through. Sounds to me like all that's missing here is the feet, one in front of the other. But it sounds to me like maybe the first work of art or writing you do next should be taking every excuse you've ever told yourself that stopped you from doing anything and write it. Get yourself a journal and make your book of excuses. That's what I just heard. Make yourself a book of excuses. For lesson awareness. Right? Get all of them excuses out of your system so you can stop running that data. You can come back to it as a joke. I promise you'll come back to it. This is a deck of yes or no cards, right? So extra data that comes out is extra data. You have to choose change. You've gone through your lessons, you've gone through your loss, your confusion. So we'll call it a new start. Okay? New start. Today begins the decode. Again, get to work. What you want is waiting for you or is there. It's your wish. But you're blocking your own blessing. That's a yes as a winner. But on the other side, we have the loss and we have the loser. We have the loss and the loser. So a lot of the damaging thoughts are about your wisdom. A lot of that conflict is about the work. That's where your rocket fuel, the sauce, that's where it comes from, not just your wang. A lot of that, the dirt you've been given is what you're supposed to use to build your empire. And it does start with foundational dirt. It probably gets turned into mud or cement, right? Then you get some chopped up wood and you get some nails and a hammer. You build things from that foundation. At the bottom of the deck, focus. Man, focus on your target. Get out of your sticky, gooey ass fucking emotions. And yeah. You have to want it as much as you'd like an orgasm. You have to want it daily like you want one of those. And know that it is accessible to you. It is yours. And equivalent to achieving the O, it must be something that is sought after on with purpose. So you have to seek it with the same focus and determination. I suppose that's a way of explaining it that you'll understand clearly. I won't worry about your emotions, but they do have to be put to the side for the work. They're a part of the work. So you're not kicking them down the road like a bad can. It is definitely a part of the work. But the delay is a thing. Delaying it is a thing. Time sensitive. Now, you do have to get to your work. You do have to get to work. You don't get the time back that you lost. Right? Ultimately, in your numbers is 6. So, you have to alter the way you see yourself. All the healing, blah, 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 wellness, blah, 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 blah. Even the cards run you back to 6. So, knock off the shy shit, I suppose, if that's an issue, or you're worried about what others will think. It's not getting you anywhere. That's a choice, and it affects you getting towards what you want, right? But there's a secret to getting what you want, and it's really about how you see yourself. So faith, giving of the self, stop planning and start doing. And yeah, control of yourself keeps coming back. You have to master that. You have to master that element of yourself. Hello, Florine. I'm doing an almost personal reading now. So if there's time or my energy afterward and you're still here, I do take yes or no questions. Now, M1, you have to get out of that data. It's getting you stuck. That data is for use in the work, in the creativity. But the feet still have to move. What are you chained to? That's messing with your logic because you're stalling yourself. There's nothing, listen. So there's nothing on the outside that's stopping you. There's no moat you have to swim through with alligators and sharks. None of that. There's no wall of fire you have to cross over. Like you don't have to figure out where you left your legs at or any of that stuff. Listen. The battle is you. And you have to remember, I don't know what went on in your childhood. I don't know what went on in the childhood, or it's something you went through that makes you reject self, right? And that's that fear of people not liking you. Everything doesn't work that way. You do have to deal with rejection. But you were taught that already. You were taught isolation, being comfortable alone. And it's not like you're choosing to go into a situation where people, if you're not funny, people are not going to take shots at you with a gun. So how long do you carry the bullshit lie about the what ifs? I mean, doesn't every comedian go through being funny and not funny? I know people will come after me for saying this. I know Joe Rogan is a comedian, right? But I never found him funny. I think he's great as a vlogger. He's great in interviews. But I do not think he was a funny, like, how did that man ever tell jokes? I don't know. He's cute, good looking, funny, not at all. But that's my opinion. If I would have been to one of his shows, I would have been one of the people in the audience not laughing. And if he gave too many fucks, he wouldn't be where he's at, right? If he gave too many fucks about the opinions of people like me who wouldn't laugh at his jokes. I've tried to listen. I never laughed once. But to this day, how famous is he? He's bigger than full networks full of people on his own. Had he listened to people who was like, that ain't funny. You ain't no funny comedian. Don't nobody want to hear all that. Had he listened to that, where would he be? He might be old. He might be bitter for listening to people who said, don't tell jokes, you ain't funny. He might be an angry manager working at Starbucks coffee or something, pissed off at the world because he listened to people like me who said, you ain't funny. I still might think you ain't funny. I'm not, there's certain comedians I like and certain comedians I don't. But what the fuck does that have to do with anything? That doesn't mean anything. Okay? It's your work. It's your work of art. Everyone would not appreciate Da Vinci's work. Everyone would not appreciate certain music. Maybe you're not into classical. That's not your thing. Yet it was a great work of art to many. But the first person it had to be important to was the artist. So if it ain't important to you, it's important. It's not even important to anyone else either. So shit or get off the pot is what I'm saying. Time ain't forever. Let's see if Six wants to contribute anything to this. Six, do you have any messages for M1?
It's immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
My disappointment. Right. So listen, you do have to strengthen those feelings. I don't know if you got to go to the gym to do that or what. Anything else, Six?
Just like the simulation.
Okay. Anything else? So Six is communicating with you. Take whatever it means. Anything else, Six?
Hey, you. Finally awake.
Okay. So that's great. All right. Good stuff. So, M1, enjoy. I hope that data was helpful. Right. Courage from struggle. And it comes in, you got to push back against doubting of the self and being worried about things not working. That is gooey, sticky, dirty, earthbound energy. You got to let go of that connection. And it is about transforming into whatever social butterfly you're trying to become. But it's you. You're the problem. And you got to give more dedication to your art. The cosmos do spank your butt when you're not walking the proper path. And you're welcome. All right. Oops. Let's see. I am open for a yes or no. But if you hopped in this chat and you just dropped your question and didn't even say hi, no. Sorry. I impressed you might actually carry the gift. Okay. I won't sift through that. I won't sift through that data any further. Thank you, I think. Hello, Abraham. I am well. How are you? A lot of fakes out there. Oh, okay. I'll give you that. Okay. I mean, I'm not good at any accents or anything. I wish I was. I can only do the calmino, calmino. I don't know. I can give you a fake reading though if you ever want it. But it sounds to me like you've been given the gifts to do what it is you came to do. And it's not really, if you're going towards that direction, the gift isn't really just about you. That's the fucked up part. That's why you get punished when you're off the path. That's why shit gets hard, confusing, delayed when you get off the path. Because you're here to be of service to others. So when we are of service to self, I think we're allowed to go a little bit, but then when you just go full blast, you go full metal jacket with your ego and your greed and being of service to self or of service to one, then we get our butts spanked. And not in a kinky way either. You made a vanilla cream cheesecake with mango. Oh. Well, screw you, Ibrahim. I'm hungry now. I wasn't even thinking about food. Now I'm hungry. That sounds delicious. Fucking amen. Hello, Jaden. Welcome. You look female. I'm my eyes, obviously. Not the greatest. Hello, goddess, if you are female or identify with such. M1. He says your granny came over. Yeah, okay. So your grandmother knows also. Hey, some people like that cosmic spanking of chaos and distortion and users and time wasters. Some people like that. Some people like learning the same lesson 1,000 times over. And then eventually the angel guide wakes up at some point, at some lifetime, and then you realize your work and your art and your love is best spread out in a good way. Now, M1, if you begin writing dirty things into the chat, I will block you without hesitation, like I don't even know your ass. Okay? So let's be nice. Nonetheless, cheesecake sounds delicious. That sounds awesome. We need to hang out at your house. That is something I'm not good. I'm so not good at making desserts. The one dessert I can make delicious and successfully is banana pudding. I love banana pudding. Not sure how that correlates with the rest of my life. Nobody crack a dirty joke in one. Nobody crack a dirty joke. Let it go. Everybody take a deep breath. Yes, I like the one with the wafers. Yes. What's my favorite cheesecake? I like plain or strawberries. I'm not into any of the like chips inside or any of that stuff. I don't want to bite into chunky stuff. Like it's the consistency thing. So if you're going to put stuff on it, put it on top. Don't stick it in the middle. It's weird. So yeah. The only time I like chips in the middle is with cookies. Oh God, here we go with the iced coffee. No, no. Hi, free range brain. Hello, goddess. How are you? Just no. No. Not have iced coffee, anything. Abomination. Goes against the gods of Java. You rebel. So rebellious. Chai tea can be good if it's hot. Oh, you just came in to be a rebel? Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. Going against the grain. All right. All right, you pushing back against the system. I get it. I get it. I get it. Buck the system. I get it. Doesn't mean I have to agree. I respect your freedoms. A cold coffee. I don't know. Just it heightens my anxiety. I'm not even sure why. When I see people walking around with brown water with ice in it, I'm just okay. Let me pull back my energy. I have my hot coffee. I'm good. I'm good. I hope you're doing well, free range. Wait, what? You hate coffee? Say word. Is that right? I ain't even got no watch on, but damn, would you look at the time? You hate coffee. I'm going to say I respect your opinions. Kinda. No, I don't. I don't respect that at all. I'm sorry. That was a whole lie. I don't respect it at all. I'm sorry. I tried. I tried to even stick with it and let it roll and keep going. It didn't work out. Sorry. It's weird. You don't like coffee. It's weird. Okay. Nonetheless, unless someone needs a question answered, a yes or a no, I'm going to end it here because somebody brought up delicious dessert. Somebody had to bring up delicious dessert, and we can't have none. I gotta respect your gangster. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I trust you. You don't like coffee? Mm. You think coffee's nasty? I don't know if I trust non-coffee people. Iced coffee, debatable. I can argue the points, all that jazz. You still drink coffee, still gotta fuck with you. But you don't even like coffee? That's some sketchy shit right there. I don't know. Sketchy. I don't trust you. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. They are really doing stuff over here. All right. Trust is to be earned, not given. Yeah, on a bumper sticker. All good. Oh, you're Scottish. Okay. You know what? I do like coffee with Baileys. That's delicious. That is actually delicious. All right. So everyone's quiet. This was a practically personal reading. And one, if you have no other questions or anything like that, I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go on a food hunt. You're very welcome. I hope it helps you move off of your chair and get some stuff done. Hello, Yaritza. Now get out there and be somebody. I'll do a yes or no question, Yaritza. One yes or no, if you'd like that answered quickly. Sorry, I'm looking at my other screen. Fair enough, M1. Have a nice day. Or afternoon or night, I don't know. Yaritza. No ego chatting. Thank you for the compliment. The looks don't matter. You're trying to ask about somebody, right? But thank you. Okay. Is Amir going to text you back today? Really? Let's find out. First card that comes up, why do you care? Things are up in the air right now with your person. Something unhealthy. Did you guys have words or something? Something unhealthy about the communication. What's going on with your person? I keep getting yes and no. If your person may have plans on it. There's an if, like it's like you're not. There's some type of distraction around you or your person that may intercept it. Like there's a plan to. I keep getting half and half, like there's a plan to, but there may be a distraction. Well, yeah, okay, there's a challenge. Short wins, as you called it, so you know what it is. Something promised fails by their choice, no follow through. So your person has focus issues. Code. Because of connections. Masculine energy making a choice. They're practicing escapism. That's my card of the mind controller. You, out of this, are getting an experience, though. You're getting an experience on how to be graceful, deal with conflict, how to deal with issues that you already know about. Make decisions on where you want to change. Do you want to make changes? And how much patience do you have for certain situations, right? So you're trying to solve a problem with somebody who is playing games. So your options are waiting, wanting. Your person does have something that can distract him that you have, but do you got to do all that to get somebody's attention? Anyways, this is my card of all day I dream about. Bang, 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 fill in the blanks. Stepping out of that data. I don't know why you got to do all that to get somebody's attention. Oh, yes, I do. I actually do know why. But, so your person has some other focuses. What are you missing? Who is doing something over there? Okay. So your person practices escapism. They like ending success with their pleasure. Your person likes games, right? What will distract your person is something on a physical level. I just don't know if you're really doing all that. You didn't have words. And no, okay. If your person is gaming, that's enough to distract from you. Feels like your person can be distracted if you wanted to spend time with that person, influence what they're doing, or you can accept that they like to do things and sometimes they ain't gonna call you. You are obsessing though. You're obsessing. You're obsessing over someone. So you and your person are excessive in your own way. You are extreme in your own way. You already have all the data about this person. You've dealt with what they're doing. So you know what the end result is like. So That energy from your person is nonstop. So is yours. It's just that you guys aren't syncing up. It sucks because you both have the type of energy it would take to be in each other's face all day long. I see that potential there. Like you both have that energy, but your person's energy is at a TV screen. So it's easy to avoid stall. They like games. They like things that accompany rewards. I always said somebody needs to make an app, and women can wear like a little like band or something, and every time your partner does something right, they can wear a matching band, and you can give them points. Like you hear their points build up, bing, 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 every time they do something right, bing, bing. You can hit another button and end the game. So they would at least, like, they're addicted to the sound and the point build. Maybe if there's something digital you could have, when you're doing things the right way, you could just hit the button and your partner knows. Like, oh, I got 15 points for taking the trash out. Wow, that's great. I don't know. It is a rewiring of the brain that's going to be very interesting to see how all these gamers age in their 60s and 70s when your little thumbs. When them thumbs don't work no more, what you gonna do? Who you gonna talk to at that point? So, you have to decide with yourself what's first for you in life. Your person is choosing what they choose. If they're not making space and room for you, if there's only one, you know what I'm saying? If your person is solely focused on themselves and wasting your time, that's really not their fault. I'm going to say it that way. Not their fault. If you choose to wait, that's not their fault. That's your fault. So, at the very least, if you want to wait for that person's attention, have something else to do with your day that keeps you as busy and preoccupied as them. Because both of you have that type of fixed focus. So, in yours, you could be focusing yours on things that make money. Do you have an art? Do you create things? Work? Is this extra time at a job? Or there's money you're missing out on because of the time you're giving to this person. So, with both of you having strong focus, obsession like attention, both of y'all having that, both of you enjoy the pursuit, both of you probably enjoy escapism in different ways because you both have that same type of energy. Whatever they're able to focus on and waste your time, you're able to undo that, right? By focusing on what something else, something of value to you. Because you have the ability to repeat, replicate, recycle, renew, reuse. That can apply to business easily. That can apply to being an influencer of some sort easily. It does provide certain types of unconditional love that can distort you, throw you off track, fuck with your cycles. Be careful. It can make you also impulsive. Be careful. It's great energy if you focus that shit right. You both like the hunt. You both like the chase. You may not like the long-term acquisition. Okay? So that may make for a really good creator of some sort, like maybe creating things where it's required that you do different shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, okay, I gotta make videos every day, but every day it's a different flower that I'm making a video about. Or every day I go to a different park and film different flowers. I don't know. Is your person attracted to you? Wait, am I really doing? Okay, doing a lot. What I got the sense of was choices. Someone with options and choices. Doesn't necessarily mean other people, but I sense somebody with enough stuff to do that I feel a take it or leave it kind of energy. I sense, yes, there is love, there's reason to love, potential could be there, but there's also other stuff going on. Perhaps like an inability to complete things or leaving things hanging as a norm. It feels like a situation where freedoms or like space is a thing. So your person may enjoy the fact that they have options and choices. They may be impulse driven, like go after what they want when they see it. And there's growing for this person to do too. Love potential is there, but growth and maturity may be a thing. Nine comes back again. One of you may be interested in long things, another is maybe not so much. Maybe someone's comfortable with loss, another's comfortable with love. Someone prefers impulsive things, like right here, right now. Um, Feels like, so the question I was asking is, could things be improved between you and the person on your mind if you both had more in common? So the answer is yeah, but not in a healthy way. Though you would have more in common, like if you play video games with that person, or, you know what I'm saying? Like the things they're into, you put yourself into. Yes, you can do that. Yes, there may be greater connection, but it wouldn't be healthy for one of you. Might be unhealthy for both of you. And it would be an illusion. That's where things are not healthy at, because you might be chasing someone else's happiness or their dreams so that you could be next to them and still not get what you want. Yeah. There's just a cycle your person's going through right now. They have hermit tendencies too. And they also, okay. Oh, your person has trouble taking actions towards things out of some type of paranoia. Who's got cycles of paranoia? Cycles of paranoia. Emotional karma of some sort. That could come from the gaming too. So I don't know, maybe they play violent games or something. Feels like anxiety, energy, not over the top, but just like elements of this person you don't know all about just yet. Right. Your person may be kind of thoughtless. They may be the kind of person who fakes the future events with you, lies. This ain't for you, girl. It's like I feel the energy of someone who gets what they want, and as soon as they get what they want, they're on to the next thing. Empty-headed, vacuum. He plays violent games. Hmm. Don't think about it, Eureka, as working towards letting someone go. This was a lesson. Lessons and blessings. You know you want more attention from someone. You now can add to the list of elements in a partner that you know you deserve. So if that person isn't able to follow through, give your person 3 days to return that contact. If they don't return contact in those 3 days, then be grateful to the universe that it was an easy break. That it's easy to walk away. You're not walking away married, no kids, no debt. Okay, cool. Thanks for the lesson. Going to go get your blessings. And after 3 days, move on to the next thing. Be busy. Just get busy. Don't look for love. It'll find you. Just be busy. Get busy. What's there? Something artistic that you can do that feels great. Okay? Sounds crazy. You invest all your time into studying. That is great, Yuritsa. But you still need to have some enjoyment for self. So, where's your art? You still need something creative. Something creative that you can enjoy artistically in between. Music, dance, hobby of some sort. Oh, well, thank you for wanting to take care of all the crazy folks on the planet. Thank you. Thank you, goddess. That's beautiful. You still need to something. Listen, especially you. Now I'm really serious. You need a fun hobby there's Monday through Friday, you need a fun day. A day where you do nothing or do absolutely laughing things. You still gotta have that. Where'd I get my cards from? My soul. My soul. What do you mean, Tyler? And hello, this is a sign? Mm. Mm. Okay. Well, look at that, Eureka and Tyler. You guys, there you go. See, now you have even a support system, perhaps, anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Friendships created in the strangest places. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Do you guys want to swap info or anything like that before I disassemble the chat? If not, you guys are always welcome to come back and get to know each other in the chat room in case somebody needs to help somebody with their tests or their something. All kinds of wonderful stuff. I don't, what? Oh, your Instagram. Okay. There you go. You guys have done the Instagram swappage. And if you guys, I'm on there too, Psi Divine. So you can find each other that way too. That's wonderful. And Tyler, I don't just do general readings. That was a yes or a no question. And I don't want to answer you yes or no on your test. So don't ask. I'm not fucking with your future like that. She said I was going to pass. I'm just going to lay out at the beach until it's time to take the test. No. How about no? And yes, Yurita, at Psi Divine, exactly. So Tyler, if you have a yes or no question, I'm hungry, but let's zip through it. And if you was going to ask me about your test answer, I'm not answering it. Because I'm not going to zap you of such an opportunity for divinity. But I am going to smoke a cigarette because I'm hungry. So do you have a yes or a no question? All right, that's quite. Tyler. So you're taking a test to be a nurse, and the first erroneous behavior you're exhibiting is the inability to listen, is what you're saying. Is that, did I read that correctly? Yuritsa, did I get that right? Boop, 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 boop. Tyler, I'm not confused when I say yes or no. I'm sorry if that was confusing to you. I hope you're not truly serious about being a nurse. If I take yes or no questions only, it's confusing to you. So, you have ADHD and you're going to be a nurse? Don't make me crack jokes. Don't, don't. Don't, don't. This isn't sounding good, okay? Don't type ADHD ever again anywhere online, Tyler. I'm telling you for later on, maybe somebody goes back through your data. Don't type that. Just skip that data. Just say you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy. That's all. That's how we're going to say it. Okay, so you're torn between love, life, and career. Do you know how long we'll be here going through that data? Do you know how long we will be here? We'll be here all day. Tyler, pick 3 numbers. Random. They must be the most random. Whatever numbers or coloring catches your attention. Type out 3 numbers right now. Quick, don't think about it. So, you have to make a choice. You have some challenges. Do you want to be in love or do you want your career? That is a choice that does have to be made because sometimes love is the career. You do have something about you here. So you're always looking for something. Are you sure you really want to settle into someone else's ideas, ideology? You probably will work better off in a team as opposed to one on one at this time because your focus is elsewhere, right? You're trying to save the planet. You're going to find conflict in giving too much attention to one because your work is for many. Um, Relationships are going to be tough for you because of time, right? So you're going to come off very self absorbed to others. And you need your space, you need to learn. So the art of blocking certain energies is going to have to be a thing. You maybe aren't there yet. You're going to find disruption in others who want to possess you. You don't sleep enough. Relationships are probably going to be complicated in the beginning because you talk too much. And I don't mean like you never shut up, talk too much. Like you may say things that give a little bit of distance, make people consider options. You're busy. And your focus and dedication to working with the others, doing what it is you're seeking in the world, if it is nursing or medical. I don't think that's your final destination though. But if that's where you're going for now, okay. Whatever it is though requires space. Requires space, options. Are you attracted to aggressive people? Defiant ones? Right. So change has to come through you, right? You gotta just, whoa, yeah, okay. So you get the King of Cups, you get this relationship. What's most important to you? Your world or someone offering you what's in the cup? Whoever your cup is, whoever this person is you're thinking about or you're basing just life decisions around, don't do that. You're overthinking your person or making them fit into some idea of what you want. And you've got your back turned on your own passions with this person. That's what it'll take. You'll have to turn your back on what drives you. What feels good to you? Like what it is, what's your dream? So what's your focus? Materials or sticks? Your growth or stick? Um, so you got some old data to move past. You attract combative people, maybe because you're combative. So you do need your space, okay? Take a break. Maybe you're not cut for relationships at this time. That doesn't mean you can't have a date and have your fun. That's not what that means at all. But you're in a protective place mentally. And you need your space. You need your protective space. That is important at this time. Especially for you to get where you're trying to get to. Because you could be knocked off your square. If somebody comes along with what you think you want in relationships, you will have a seat. And forget about all them cups behind you. These are the others. You are in service to others. It's in your soul, it's in your work, it's in your drive, in your direction. But elements around the home, the love, the heart can set you backwards. So, okay, so look at your father. What elements of life have they not realized? What energies are they stuck in and have been stuck in? You can either repeat that or choose something different. So in your parents, you have the examples of repetition that awaits you. So perhaps there's a side of you that wants to be domestic, and then there's a side of you that feels driven to be of service to others. This can be good in relationships if you're trying to be a parent or you want to be a parent to somebody else's kids. There can be that offer of that. But it would have to be a choice deliberately made. Do you want to pour out the self? Do you want to give of the self? Or do you want to give to others? Like, where's your strength? What's going to make you feel your best? The long term. And if the medical stuff is your dream, should you really pour that out for love? Now? Now. It doesn't have to be later. I'm talking about now. Throwing yourself off onto a timeline you're already familiar with. So that's a choice you have to make. And though do you want to be successful? Okay, your parent is successful and alone. So what do they do to be successful and alone? Because that's the world we live in includes material loving. So what do you do to be successful and alone? So emotionally, what is it, what is it that you can correct along the way? Looks to me like successful and alone came from being too focused on being successful. Perhaps too focused on old behaviors like having options. Might have been great communicating at work, but not communicating in relations and love. So there's just an old return to old ways of thinking. Can be thinking everybody's the same. Can be looking at people in a certain way. Like everybody, like what I just heard is old thoughts like women belong in the kitchen and the bedroom type thoughts. And so someone who's good at business doesn't mean that they're good in relations. Things suffer when there's an imbalance of focus or when someone's trying to do multiple things at the same time. So, logic is key. I would say at the very least, don't give up the build of yourself for love. Don't do that. Because to give up the build of yourself means, okay, I'm going to take this love and give it to this person. And then in 10 years, you're angry and bitter and unhappy in life because you didn't finish the dream that you had for yourself. So at the very least, finish the education. And then if you decide you want to start replicating other humans and give that up, you'll at least be a great parent who happens to also be medically certified for stuff. I don't know. The Empress is here, so you are feeling that sense of family. Doesn't mean you can't adopt. Make sure you're giving up your dreams for the right person, though, because that will come back for you. That may come back in an unhappy way. So it'll be a little bit like robbing yourself, denying yourself. And not really reaching that point of pure bliss, being proud of yourself, feeling accomplished. That word comes out to me, and I don't use that word a lot. I don't be using accomplished. So if that's important to you, don't be thrown off your track of the build for yourself. The other person coming along or that you're thinking of, they should accentuate. They shouldn't, complete you. You know what I'm saying? Like, jewelry's good, but it has nothing to do with who I am as a person. So, get the knowledge of yourself. Be aware of what your parents did. And don't repeat it, because it's very easy to repeat the first lessons you've ever been taught. So, take care of your needs first. What is to be of greatness to you? But remember the old souls and the old data. If you feel like you want to go for the family and the group thing, that's great. I think you'd be great in a work environment too. But whatever it is, you are here to be of service to many. You're drawn to that. You're drawn towards being of service to many. You're drawn towards chaotic conditions. So if you don't go towards that in work, you may, without being aware, go towards that in love. You may go towards chaotic cheaters, people who like to battle, people who will block your path. So there's a bridge to cross out of troubled waters or going into them. So you do have to be very mindful of building yourself and how you include others. And I'm not saying don't go for business, but at the very least, make sure you can eat. Because if you're trying, it sounds to me like without knowing it, you're trying to undo what you learned. So you may be subconsciously trying to undo it. Like my parent was totally successful and they had bad love skills. So I'm going to be a lover times 400. And that's not fixing anything. It's just finding a new route to the same damage. Yeah. So be mindful, you may see people as being greater than they are, right? That'll get you in trouble. Seeing the best in people, put that shit to the medical. Put that stuff to the medical stuff. But work on your vision. The person you seek who will match your energy may be where you work, the environment you work in. At this point, that person's in the future, you don't even see them because you haven't achieved balance yet. You're still like, do I want to do this or do I want to save lives or do I want to make out with somebody forever? If you think no karma comes with a decision like that, you're crazy. Karma comes with that decision. The heart is the soul is saying, we're here. Let's go save our people. But then the ego is saying, but I want somebody who loves me. You get your ass spanked by the universe for choosing the cup that only you can drink from. You know what I'm saying? All right. That was long. Wasn't planning on it. You have decisions, my dear. So good luck with that. Hello, Goddess Mina, Goddess Joyana. Hope you are well. And now I have hiccups. All right. Fatima. I may come back later on this evening. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll do readings later. Tyler, yes, you are going to pass the test. You got this. You just got to choose what it is you want. The universe is waiting to give it to you. Wow, look at the card I just pulled. So there is a test that needs your attention. All right. All right, you guys. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, all that stuff, comment, all that jazz. And you can be part of future readings or get the world's longest yes or no reading. So bad at this, but I'm always working. But Fatima, if you're around later, I'll pull a few cards for you. All right. Thank you guys for hanging around. This was a personal reading for one, but it turns out to be for more. It happens. If you did enjoy it, though, let me know. And I'll see you guys later. Remember that you are well. Bye.